Welcome to another edition of the Fatherhood Story here at the Greater Washington Urban League. Dad stories are real, man, and we know that you have one. First, tell us who you are and tell us the name of the children that you are father of.
Well, my name is Marcus Crawford. I have an oldest child. He's 22. His name is Marcus Crawford Jr. And right after him, I have Mashad and Mikhail.
Awesome, awesome. Now, you are the son of. Can you mind sharing the name of the father?
Absolutely. Well, my father's name is Van Crawford. He actually been a police officer for the MPD for 27 years.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that Crawford is a strong name here in the DMV too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what we're going to do today is we really want to thank you for joining the Fatherhood Blueprint. Tell us why you decided to come to the Greater Washington Urban League's program.
Ah, man, just being around people like like yourself, and just people that have shared the same stories, just like me. No one gave us a blueprint of fatherhood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So being around people that have the similar background and same upbringing, and have young men and young women in the world, and means a world of a difference. You can get stories and get taught about all of that.
Yeah. Now, what are you planning when you think about it? When you think about, we're going to pull that mic up, sorry. When you think about the other men that's in this program, there are a lot of brothers, man, who just out there, right? Who just not seeing this possibility. What encouragement will you or could you give to them to get to have the joy that you had every time you with your kids, man?
Well, let them know first and foremost, it's not perfect, right?
Yeah.
It's not perfect. You're gonna have some ups, you're gonna have some downs, but just stay with it. Every kid needs a loving dad,
Yeah.
right? A loving parent, but definitely a dad. And just being around, like I said before, with people that's going through the similar trials and tribulations that you're going through means a world of difference.
Yeah. Share one of those father stories with your father being an officer, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us one of those stories that you remember hanging out with your dad.
Well, just watching. Well, the Commanders now, but watching the whole football games and the Redskins,
Yeah.
man, it was just so awesome. Just cooking on the grill,
All right.
just being around, just having some, father, dad time, son time. It's
Yeah.
always good.
Always
Time
good.
is precious,
Yeah.
brother Tate. So,
Yeah.
however we spend it, like I said, he was an officer for the city. So, majority of his time was, spent, making sure our communities are safe. So anytime I get with my father was definitely precious to me.
Man, yeah, it says it on your face, right?
Oh man, I appreciate it.
What are you looking forward to get from this program, this Fatherhood Blueprint program?
Everything. I don't want to leave nothing. That's why I came here. That's why I always join. When you have the online, everything, all the lessons and every program. I think it's valuable. So I'm looking to just gain all the knowledge and all the experience that all the brothers that's in the program share.
Yeah. You were a part of the healing circle, that first one, right?
The first one.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I didn't make it to the one that's passed.
Yeah, but the first one.
Yeah.
Unpack that. What was that like? Because that was like you on a phone. What was that like for you? Because a lot of brothers, unfortunately, we are trying to let the world know we need to do this more, right?
Yeah.
So you on that call, what you got from that?
Well, first I saw a lot of brothers. A lot of brothers going through the same thing that I'm going through.
Word.
Some brothers that had younger babies. My youngest baby is 17, but so that's also good, brother Tate. So I like I said, I gravitate to that.
Brother, I received that, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, we got brothers who are watching stories online, seeing brothers run away from responsibilities, deny children. No one did child, right?
Yeah.
So just 100. What do you want to say to those brothers? Because we're all on a journey, and you said it is we're not perfect, but we are deciding to be the best men. Is there any words of wisdom or encouragement that you might want to inspire these other brothers watching this?
Absolutely. Just stay in there. Every child needs their father. They need a loving parent in their life. A father, especially in these day and age, a lot of mental illnesses going on, but everyone says, it's school, and no, it actually starts in the home.
Yes, sir.
It starts in the home. That's what the first teacher is.
Yes.
You know, your mother and your father.
Yes.
You learn from them.
Yes.
You know, so the teachers just enforces that. You know, but you learn from your mother and your father.
There it is. Learn from mother and father. Brother, I want to thank you so much for doing this journey, this fatherhood blueprint. We're just getting started. I encourage you to not only watch this a couple of times because he gave you some wisdom, but I ask that you share this also too. The more that we share our daddy stories, our father stories, the more you realize that there's a father in you. Thank you, brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.